What if I were to tell you one of the biggest and most viral games of 2026 was going to be built by only two developers, only take about 2 months, sold for $6, and would go on to sell more than 15 million copies in less than a month with no billion-dollar publisher, no marketing campaign, no celebrity voice actors or fancy animation, just a fun idea that people really loved. So today we are going to be talking about Mecha Chameleon on Dollars, Lifestyle, and Charity, a finance podcast for gamers.
Oh yeah, Mecha Chameleon. This game is selling so many copies. It's taken over the streamer world. This game is just so much fun. I love watching it. It's a great game to watch people play. The
It
Peanut
really is.
episodes. Oh, it's so hilarious. This game is such a ride, but maybe we need to explain what it is and what you do. What all it really is hide and seek. All you're really doing is playing hide and seek, but there's a couple twists on it. There's the hiders and there's the seekers. There's one game mode that I'm familiar with where everyone hides and there's one person who's tagged. Actually, there's a rule. When we're kids, you play this. What's it called? It's called like Iceman or something like that. When you play hide and seek and when you find them, they have to find the other hiders.
Oh yeah, you turn everyone on each other. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but when you're a kid, you do that and you find it and everyone's finding it. So that's one game mode, but what it really boils down to is when you hide, you can change your position into different positions, and then you can paint and chameleon yourself to match your environment. So just like a chameleon would.
It's going to bother me so much if you don't start saying it properly. Chameleon.
I'm wondering how long.
Oh, it was not long at all. It was every single time you said it, it was bothering me.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Well, anyways, like a chameleon, you just you hide and then you paint yourself and you try and blend into your environment. And I'll tell you, this game, it really shows who's the real artist in the room.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And every time I've been fooled by the artists in the room because they absolutely can blend in. Like that. Like right now in the background, there's a green, red, and blue background behind you. And that person can hide between the green, blue, and black and just paint their body the right shades.
And
our human eyes just fail. So it's such a basic game.
Wild.
That's all you're doing, and the people shoot them.
It's a simple game, but it's completely taken off to the point, like, have you been seeing some of the cheats that have been coming out for the game? Like, this is the most hilarious one I saw, is there's a scan cheat where you post up and it will literally scan what's behind you, and like a printer just like print lines of color behind you. I saw a clip of someone doing this, and all the other hiders just stayed white with arrows pointing at the cheater. Just all posted around him with arrows pointing at the cheater, and they eventually got him to leave the game.
That is so crazy. People are so desperate. Cheating is just such an interesting, fascinating psychological journey you have to be on to bring yourself to cheat in a game with no stakes at all. Like, how desperate do you need that win? I need it this bad. I need to win so bad. I need to implement a cheat. And it's like it's a $6 goofy game where people hide. And it'll probably come and go. This game has no longevity at all. But they also said that about Among Us, and look how far Among Us has gone.
It's a TV show now, man. What the heck?
There's a show for Among Us?
There is like a TV show with like actual actors for Among Us now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mecha Chameleon.
Oh, no. I'm just going to ignore it from this point on. But let's get into like actually who made the game and some of the numbers behind it, because the background about this is really, really interesting. Because it was made only by two developers, and they had roughly from like concept to launching the game, it was really only like a 2-month development cycle, and they launched it at a price of $6. So like, and at the time of recording this, how old is the game? It came out beginning of
5 months
June,
ago.
right?
Oh, is it 2 months old? I thought it was older than that. Okay, three
Maybe it
months
is
old.
older than that.
2 months. It's
Uh,
only a couple months old.
Let me check it because I want to actually get that
Hmm.
right because
Well,
it's
selling
significant.
15 million copies at $6 is a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, it's $90 million.
that's for two guys to split. Like Steam will get their cut of
Mm-hmm.
25% or so. What would you do if you got $30
$90 million,
million?
$30 million.
Yeah, yeah,
That'd
your
be
cut
pretty
of it.
great.
You give half to the IRS, you still got half. Still got 15
You still
million.
got 15 million. But I was actually right. It came out June 9th was when it released. So it's not even a month old yet.
Wow. In a 1 month, it shows you the power of content creators and influencers.
Yeah.
Because without content creator influencers, I think this game would have done marginally well.
Yeah.
But thanks to it's honestly the funniest TV you've seen. Seeing the
Yeah,
way
the
people
clips are
hide,
crazy.
seeing the way people get mad when they get outed because there's this whistle mechanic, and then seeing you can dodge. So when you get found, you have to get shot. And so there's some great clips of people dodging bullets because you can change position. So like I
Mm-hmm.
saw one where the guy's like he's like this, and then he's like that, and he changed position right when the bullet moved. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, some of the people, oh man, content creation is great because the creativity of some of the clips that people have been posting is so hilarious. But it's crazy that like a $6 game has completely taken the world by storm. Where like if you are not have not played or are not part of like Mecha Chameleon at this point, like you are missing out on the most viral moment, the most viral gaming moment of 2026 so far. So it's pretty astounding.
What's really funny is for most AAA games, or most anyone, if you sell just 1 million, which isn't even easy to do, but if you get to 1 million copies of your game sold, for the most part, you're seen as a major success.
Yeah.
This game sold 15 million and 100 million, and for any game to make 100 million is a super successful run, and that's only according to you, it's only been 1 month.
Yeah.
So more than
They
likely,
sold 1 million copies in 4 days
that's amazing. And
off
it's
of
just hide and
like
seek.
no marketing budget. Like this is just organic. Like people see a clip and they're like, "Oh, I have to play this game." And it's amazing. I think there's a lot of things, a lot of reasons why this game blew up, but I think one of the biggest ones, and we can talk about it more in detail later probably, but $6 is such an easy entry price. Like I don't care if the game is crap for $6. I'm okay if I play this game with my friends one time, have a marginally fun time, even if the game's crap. That's a fine $6. Like that is cheaper than going to McDonald's at this point.
I think they sold it for $6 because they thought they'd sell 20,000 copies, and each of them would have got their money back. At 10,000 copies each, they would have got 6, took 45. Most indie developers that I know would be very happy to get paid 45,000 for the work, for any work. And these guys, they spent too much. So this is a little extreme example. These guys could take even less. These guys built this game in under 2 months. But it tells me that at the end of the day, what makes a great game is a gameplay loop that's super fun. And it's something we'll
Mm-hmm.
say over and over again. You don't need to have 2,000 employees and $100 million to have a fun gameplay loop. Like, not every game needs to be a silly hide and seek game, but it really shows you that the supply and demand, and this goes back to our previous episode where we talk about how a game has to be $100 a game. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't. Because now
Nope.
you can sell 15 million copies in 30 days because everyone's a gamer now. It's just the economics of how big the player base is these days is absolutely through the roof. And this game is only on Steam, right? I don't think it's on mobile or
Yep. Just
any.
Steam.
Right, so it's not on the Switch yet. It's not on consoles. So once it gets on consoles for $5 or $6 or $10, because you know that everyone wants to make more, you know Nintendo Switch is going to sell it for $9.
Of course.
These dudes, the money isn't done coming in. They're
Yeah.
probably going to make another 100 million, and then it's going to sell for the next 5 years. Oh my goodness, these guys hit the payday. They probably 500,000 or $500 million, 500 million after
Yeah.
5 years. It could very well hit that, especially
Oh, very reasonably.
if you add more content to it. Like you
Oh, 100%.
just keep adding on, and then merch until you get your own game show, your own TV show.
Your Mecha Chameleon adjustable color hoodie or something like that.
Yeah, you can paint it. It's washable.
There you go. Yeah, it's fascinating. I think there's the price, it's an easy game. Like it's so easy to say like, "Oh, this would actually be a lot of fun." 'Cause I remember when I first started playing Overwatch, the most fun I had playing Overwatch was playing hide and seek. Was literally playing the prop up mode in Overwatch 2 when it first came out a couple of years ago, or at least when it first came out when I was playing. And I sank a number of hours just messing around with my friends, and we had such a great time. And this is essentially just a more comprehensive version of a prop hunt extra, which a lot of games will tack on to a AAA title and people enjoy it. But like this is something I just now thought about is like some of my favorite clips from games have been prop hunt clips where people are just like doing the most outrageous things, and it shows like people love it. I remember the first clip I saw of Mecha Chameleon because it was hilarious was you talked about the whistle mechanic where like you can whistle and the hunters hear it and they're like looking everywhere for it, but they had looked everywhere except for up, and this dude had literally just painted a Spider-Man himself in like a Spider-Man costume and stuck himself to the top of this like tunnel and was just staring down at people, and everyone just lost it. Like this isn't like the thrilling gameplay, this is just having fun with your friends. It's not complex. It's not like groundbreaking mechanics, groundbreaking gameplay. It's just fun. And I think it really shows that you have a fun idea, you price it right, and it can take off.
It also shows you that the indie gaming space is the best it's ever been. If you
100%.
go back 20 years ago, there was no hope for an indie developer to get this much exposure. It would take years to get this much of exposure, so it could still happen, but it will take so long for the word to get out. It really shows you the
Yeah.
power of social media and having a game that's great to watch. So I don't even own the game. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like drawing, so I probably won't buy the game. But again, I'm not the target audience, right? Because I don't draw. There's certain things I don't do, and drawing is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to blend in your environment. You can only paint yourself orange or red or blue so long. Like some people have like literally done the Mona Lisa, and like the
Yeah, that's
texturing,
pretty crazy.
the painting is top layer, and how you create texture, because the paint itself creates layers and layers creates texture. It's actually has a lot of depth in physics and smart game design by the creators of this game, whether intentional or mistake. I think they know what they're doing. They must be artsy fartsy themselves to understand how paint works, because
Yeah.
I had no idea the level of texturing, because you can change the size of your brushes and the way it comes out of the brush. It's absolutely it is a creative person's dream.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Great to be an indie developer right now, but at the end of the day, you have to make a gameplay loop that's super super fun. I would give this game another 30 days on stream. I think streamers will be done in no more than 30 days. I could see them being done as much as next week.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, even though it is fun and the clips are fun, how much it's hide and seek. How
Yeah.
much hide and seek can you play before you get sick of it? And you're like, I need to play something else. But it's gonna have major flare ups every time these guys release an update. Every time they release an update, they're gonna make $10 million gross sales. It's just a general.
Yeah, every time a new map drops or something like that. Because
Yeah.
that's the other interesting thing. Like, and I don't think they're putting any of the new maps behind DLC or a paywall or anything. They're just putting it out. But like every time they'll drop a new map, people will come back because it's a new background to blend into, new map to explore, figure out ways. It maybe if they launch different poses, like there are some pretty simple things that they can do to increase the playability of this game. Um, but yeah, I think to your point, the virality of it will probably die down pretty quickly. But also, it's pretty wild to see a game that probably 10 years ago would never find an audience becomes one of the most successful launches of 2026 so far.
And it's not, this isn't like some one off. I think for most folks, maybe you're not familiar, like, oh my goodness, they just got lucky. It's only been them. No one else has done that. There's been a lot of games made by almost no developers. Like, have you ever played the game called Papers, Please? You ever play that game,
I've
Papers,
heard
Please?
of it, but yeah.
So Papers, Please is in dystopian Russian type setting where people must present their papers to get in. And if their papers are wrong, one way is that they're aliens, or another one is that they're infected and they're zombies. So it just depends on which. There's been other ones after Papers, Please.
Yeah.
That was made by one person. Stardew Valley made by one person.
Yep.
Loop Hero made by 3 people. Celeste, that game was pretty hot platformer made by 2 people. Vampire Survivors, which created an entire genre of video games, made by 1 person. And then Hollow Knight, originally made by 3 people. So just right there, I just rattled off 6 games, and those are, some of those are kind of old, but that's actually more proof in my pudding that this isn't something new. RimWorld, one of my favorite all-time games, made by Tynan Sylvester, one guy. Now he has a team that makes, obviously, made millions of copies, and he expanded. There was another game earlier this year that was made by a small team that I'm trying to remember. See if I can find it while you take us somewhere else. I'll try to find it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. I think this just shows that we're in an area where you don't need a massive studio or a massive marketing budget to actually have a game that reaches an audience. The power of virality, the power of content creation, social media, puts indie developers maybe not on the same footing, but on a competitive footing with AAA gamers, or not AAA gamers, but AAA developers and publishers, where small teams can put out something quicker and maybe not quite to the graphical level and graphical quality, but if they have a good gameplay loop idea, they can put something out quick that really can find an audience.
It's a game where there's like poker and there's cards.
Balatro?
Balatro, it could be one of them, but no, the other one, it's way more aggressive and adult tone.
Yeah, I
It
don't
came
know.
out before Balatro. It's driving me crazy. It was the last game that went super hot with streamers as well. Oh no, what is it called? This is gonna drive me cuckoo. This is why you should do a little bit before.
Yeah.
Well, moving on. I'll try to find it while you keep going.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, but I think there's a couple things. We've talked a lot about AAA versus indie. I think that there's some things from this that like AAA studios can take away. Like it's not always about bigger maps, better graphics, like longer content. I think these games that are like smaller indie developed games show that like you don't necessarily have to have a 120-hour campaign or a 40-minute match time to create something that people want to play and actually have a lot of fun. Gamers value a good time. They value effective gameplay that's not going to crash and memorable moments with friends. Like if you're making a multiplayer game, what really matters is that you have a fun time with your friends. Like at the end of the day, graphics are nice, extra content is nice, but ultimately if you have a good time with your friends, then the purpose of the game is accomplished. And if we've said it once, we'll say it again. Indie games are successful because they focus on the game experience first, the play loop first. They build a game that they want to play, and then something great can come from that. Also, I think we talked about this in an episode before about Xbox. When you have these massive budgets, you can only afford to take so many risks. For a game like this that is 2 people spent 2 months on, it probably doesn't matter if they didn't do great, but it matters a lot that they succeeded massively, and that will potentially change their lives.
So the game I was trying to think of was driving me absolutely crazy is Liar's Bar. Liar's Bar sold 10 million copies made by a team of less than 10 people. And it has 113,000 players right now. Oh no, it peaked. It peaked at 113,000 players.
That's pretty
So
good.
it sold 10 million copies of a basic game where you're I don't know what it's called, but imagine you have like you say you have two twos, and the next person has to say how many threes they have. And
Oh,
the
is
next
this
person,
Liar's Dice, like the game from Pirates of the Caribbean?
it probably is a play off of that. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so again, that just happened before this game. That happened like 6 months ago. Anyways, it's another great game that sold really well.
Yeah.
Indie developers can now succeed where like never before.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I think we've talked about how we're in the golden age of indie games, but it just keeps being proved right. Like there are consistently small developers, small teams that find something unique and fun and run with it. And it makes something really, really fun that people want to play. And it's certainly the virality of social media helps a lot for these games. And people want to be a part of something that's viral. Like if you see a clip of Burnt Peanut going off on someone in Mecha Chameleon, you probably want to play the game because it looks like a lot of fun. And you that clip alone is worth so much more money than playing an ad after a sports game or something like that, because you can't pay for the value of someone having a good time and it just organically growing. Like that's the other really cool thing about these indie games that blow up is it's just from people that have a good time. Like indie game, there are some exceptions where there's like at games like Expedition 33 that's kind of an indie game but kind of not, because it had a lot of marketing dollars behind it and it was promoted pretty well. But there's a lot of smaller games, like there's a game that I've played a couple of times that's somewhat similar to Helldivers 2. It's called Far Far West. Really, really fun game. uh, Very, very entertaining gameplay loop. If you like Helldivers 2, Far Far West is definitely a great game to give a shot at. But again, that's a small early, I believe it's an early release game.
Is that game fully
Early
out yet?
No, it's not fully out yet. I think it's still in early access. Um I bought it for early access and it's a really, really great game, but I heard about it because a friend recommended it to me. um have I to this day I've seen no marketing for it whatsoever, but it's a really good game and I think it's sold pretty well. I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but um this
If
is
only there's a
how
way to find it. Is
with the
this an
power
indie
of the
game as
internet.
well?
Yeah, it's a small team. I don't know how big the team is,
They
but
sold 1 million copies. It released in April 2028. So what is that? 5, 6, almost 3 months, and it sold 1 million copies. It
yeah,
sold 500,000 in its first weekend.
that's pretty
Uh,
good.
yeah. What's the name of the studio? Evil Raptor.
I'm not sure if this is their first game or not, but it's a very fun game.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a fun game. You got to combo the different chemical reactions to create like
Mm-hmm.
uh
Yeah, different not status effects, but environmental effects to kill the hordes and stuff like that.
a French indie game studio started in 2020 with 8 employees.
There you
So
go.
now, so 8 employees made sold 1 million copies. And how much is this game per copy?
It's like $18 or something like that.
So you're telling me they made 20 million bucks, roughly? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
probably something like that.
8 people making $20 million? That's a pretty good day.
That is a very good day.
Yeah. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Another Smash success, and that was just this year too. Yeah, so the gaming has never been more beautiful for game development for smaller teams. Just have a fun game. And Far West is a fun game. You're running and you're shooting and you're on a horse and you're trying to complete different objectives before time runs out and then extract or get out safely after you meet those objectives. It's set in the West. I think it's a cool game too. I've seen it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Nice.
It's been the few times I've played, it's been a really really good time. But I think the ultimate takeaway of this episode should be what you basically just said is we are in the perfect time where if you have a good idea, you have the potential to compete with a game from a AAA studio. Like there has been no better time for a small team that makes something really fun and good that they are able to capitalize off of organic growth, viral clips from social media, and potentially have the opportunity to make something from a small team that is completely life changing for those employees for sure, but also just a really, really good game.
Man, we should make like a little trophy and send it to these little studios and just say, on behalf of our studio, on behalf of our little pod, we want to give you this trophy because we just think what you made is cool. And whatever happens, happens. Because, yeah, there's a lot. I just want to encourage indie developers to keep going. And then when Microsoft wants to buy you for $1 billion, go ahead and take that bag of cash, but just know that in a couple years, you're probably going to lose it all. Or at least lose your studio.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun talking that. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about day trading.
Oh boy. Yeehaw.
Here's our latest update on day trading, and it's pretty not exciting because apparently there's holidays called America's 250th birthday. and this we did one a while back that showed how June ended, but this is how July starts. So for the month of July, we are up $768 from 2 trading days of 1 trade each. And I have a meeting tomorrow. The reason why I'm bringing it up is a meeting tomorrow. And these numbers are going to either double good or double bad. So I won't put Scruffy on the spot to give me a stock right now, unless he wants to. If he wants to save another $1,000 for charity, he can do so. But the results have been so good. I want to double down what is occurring with what's being invested. And right now we're risking 500 per trade. So at things could go really sideways, but at most you should see a negative $500 if we have a really bad day, or super bad day could be higher. But now it's going to go to 1,000 if tomorrow's conversation goes well. We'll see how tomorrow's.
Interesting.
As the day trader, as the resident day trader on this podcast, I want to increase the number to see what happens next. So,
it's
when you
interesting.
win, you keep winning.
Yeah. I mean, it goes to show like there is potential to be made if someone really knows what they're doing. But I mean, I don't know who is doing these trades. It's definitely not Roman.
Me.
But yeah, sure. But the person who's doing this probably has a lot of experience. And one of the things I want to point out is there's been a number of times where there's been only like 1 or 2 trades in a week because there's not anything clearly seen. Like this isn't something super, super consistent. But I will say I have been pleasantly surprised by the positive numbers. It has been going better than I was expecting.
You're telling me I have $10,000 on the line. I said farewell to that $10,000 after the first week. Oh God, we're going into month 3 now. So yeah, it's a very funny time. And I compared to my stocks over here that like I'm looking like, where's my SpaceX stock?
I told you not to buy that. I told you not to buy that.
My SpaceX stock has lost $1,600. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, so sad, so sad.
Thank the Lord you didn't actually invest as much as you wanted to in that.
Yeah, God protected me by me not being able to move money around. So praise God for money takes forever. What is with this? What is with this whole transfer of money? Is it like on a train? Is there like cowboys? Is there far, far west guys robbing my train?
The Pony Express could not get Roman's cash in his account fast enough.
Well, thanks to that, at least it's not. It'd be like 10,000. I'd be crying about that. I lost 10,000 right now. So anyway, there. That's a short and sweet episode for you guys today. Go buy Mecha Chameleon. It's only $6. I have a great time making content, and we'll see you next week with another fantastic episode, and
Oh yeah.
hopefully more numbers to make Scruffy shake his head and go no 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 no.
But until then, this has been Dollars, Lifestyle, and Charity, a finance podcast for gamers. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.